So here we are at the Red House, Shack Lane, Blofield. It's coming into our November auction. It's guided at £350,000 to £400,000. It's quite a substantial property. There's 5 bedrooms in the main house and there's a 2-bedroom annex, so potentially 7 bedrooms. It's got a really mix of accommodation because originally it was built as 2 separate cottages, a pair of little cottages, and over the time it's been added to, and the most recent extension, which is the annex, was added in the 1970s. It's been in the same family for the last 50 or so years, so it's evolved, but set in about 6 acres, complete with a vineyard, lots of apple trees and pear trees as well, so plenty of fruit and mature trees. The only house in the area, so no near neighbours, but lots of possibilities for someone to move this into the next generation. So as you come into the house, you've got a little entrance porch and move into what they used to call the bar, but it's really a dining room. And the main sitting room, where I'm standing at the moment, it's quite sizable room, and you have to go from room to room at the moment, so you're into a breakfast room and then into a kitchen and utility room in the main part of the house. The staircase leading up to the 5 bedrooms and a bathroom upstairs goes immediately out from the front of the front room, the lobby, into the staircase and up and onto the landing. But you've got an intercommunicating door between the main house and the annex, so you could either incorporate that within the accommodation or indeed put a dividing door in between the two and either let it out separately, or another member of the family could use that with its own separate access. So we come in from the lounge from that direction. We're now in the breakfast area. It's sort of one of those rooms which feels as though it really needs to expand out towards the back garden. There's obviously a lot of land which sits behind the property, and I probably, if it was me, knock this through, put a couple of big doors in there and go out into the back garden, perhaps put a lovely big conservatory living space out there. And coming around this way, we'd go into the kitchen at the moment, and again, I think this might be an area where we would knock through into the kitchen and expand that out back as well. It's pretty dated, as you can see. It's probably been here for the last 20, 25, 30 years, although it's been cleaned up a bit since the last people were here, it really needs replacing. But big extension on the back would make this into something really special and go with the size and the location of the property. So the house is currently guided at £350,000 to £400,000.